Guys, before we get started, if you guys do hear a little bit of a hum, it's because there is a fan on in the room. It is hot as hell. I'm already sweating, and I don't want to be an ultra sweaty mess by the end of the video. So just a quick apologies if you guys do hear a little bit more noise than normal, but let's go ahead and dive into today's video. What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to Bruce and Stephanie Comics, and welcome back to another comic book speculation recommendations video. Guys, it is Wednesday, June 15th of 2022. It is New Comic Book Day. You guys should be out picking up your brand new comics, or maybe you already have them and you're flipping through and you're reading them and you're enjoying them. But guys, I'm already looking ahead to this upcoming weekend's final order cutoff and next week's New Comic Book Day and trying to figure out what the best spec books for you guys, so that way you guys don't have to. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and dive into my two reminders. And if you've already watched my videos before and you know my reminders, guys, there's timestamps so that way you guys can jump forward right to the speculation. But if you haven't watched my videos before, stick around. Make sure you guys hear out my two reminders. Now, with this being a speculation video, guys, you guys need to take everything I say with a grain of salt, because this is speculation. I am taking my knowledge of comic books and making some educated guesses. So what I suggest that you guys do is go check out the comic book YouTubers you trust, or the comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself, because you guys are spending your own hard-earned money on these books. Not my money, your money. And last but not least, guys, there are delays with comic books. So sometimes the book will show up multiple times on final order cutoff and also multiple times on New Comic Book Day spec because the book's release date got pushed for one reason or another. So books can be delayed and they'll show up multiple times in my videos. All right, guys, with my reminders out of the way, it is time to dive into final order cutoff. And the final order cutoff dates for this upcoming weekend is June 19th for your DC and Scout books and June 20th for your Marvel and all the other indie titles. We always kick off my final order cutoff in New Comic Book Day list with my cover lover picks. These are books that I think might do well on the secondary market based on the cover art alone. On this upcoming final order cutoff, we have 3 books to talk about, so let's not waste any more time and dive right in. Alright guys, the first cover up is Maestro World War M #5. This is the final issue of the series, and this is a 1 in 10 design variant. I think it's really cool because on this cover you see the evolution of Maestro on the cover, from a younger version of the Hulk all the way to Maestro where he's old and bald and he's got his big beard. It looks really cool, and I do think this might do well on the secondary market. The second cover that I want to show you guys is Something is Killing the Children #25, the 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Pete Trumocco. This might be my favorite Pete Trumocco cover of all time. I think she absolutely slayed this cover. It's gorgeous. It is a perfect portrayal of Erica Slaughter done by someone else other than Werther Daldera. I really do think this is going to do well on the secondary market because this is such a great cover, and there's been a lot of great variant covers and ratio covers for Something is Killing the Children, but guys, this one right here is really, really good. Alright guys, the last book on my cover lover section for final order cutoff is a Star Wars book, and it's really cool. I am talking about Star Wars Han Solo Chewbacca #4, the 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Nick Klein. This cover features the black chrysanthemum, and it is just badass. I don't think there's a better way to explain this than badass. Nick Klein absolutely crushed this cover. I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan, and I like this cover a lot. So that's why I think this book might do well on the secondary market, because if a non-Star Wars lover is really digging this cover, I think the Star Wars fans are gonna love it. Alright guys, with our cover lover picks out of the way, it is time to dive into all the books that have speculation coming out on this week's final order cutoff. It was a little bit of a weird week because I didn't see any DC books on final order cutoff, which is always weird, but we got some Marvel books and we got some indie books to talk about, so let's not waste any more time and dive right in. And the first book up is Avengers #58. This has the first full appearance of Ghost Ronin, a samurai of vengeance, so basically a samurai ghost rider. Next up is Iron Man #21. This has the first appearance of Switchback. Next up is Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings #1. This has the first appearance of Red Cannon. Next up, Something is Killing the Children #25. This is a 40-page milestone issue. This is a big issue for an indie book. Next up is Spider-Gwen Gwenverse #4. This is the first appearance of Iron Gwen. And last but not least is Star Wars #25. We ended Cover Lover Spec with our Star Wars book, and we're ending my final order cutoff spec with another Star Wars book. And this is an anthology of stories from various creators that take place from the prequel to sequel eras of Star Star Wars. So those are all the books that have speculation. I'm going to take a few seconds, go back over this list, and I'll come back to you guys with my final order cutoff spec picks of the week. Alright guys, after going back over that list and seeing that spec, I gotta say it's really weak. Let's go over it again real quick. We have 2 first appearances of new villains in Iron Man and Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. But guys, they're gonna be minor villains. Are we ever gonna see these characters again? Mostly not. And villain spec is never all that good. Also, the first appearance of basically a Ghost Rider samurai, come on. But guys, comic books are 2 things. They're stories with characters, but they're also amazing artwork. And I'm gonna suggest to you guys this week is to go after some of my cover lover picks. I really like the Something is Killing the Children number 25, 1 in 25 Peach Momoko cover. It's also a big milestone issue, so it's like kind of dual spec. There's not a new character or anything, but guys, milestone issues do kind of well on the secondary market in the future. There's also that Star Wars Han Solo Chewbacca number 4, 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Nick Klein featuring the black chrysanthemum, and it's also a Star Wars book. Star Wars fans are rabid. But there's also that Maestro World War M number 5 of 5, the 1 in 10 ratio variant, which I think is really cool. It's an awesome design variant. So if you guys are gonna speculate on books, I would go after those. I don't think these books are gonna blow up and do like crazy numbers, but doing double the ratio price, I can see that happening in a few weeks time. All right guys, those are my spec picks for this upcoming final order cutoff. Let's go ahead and dive into my new comic book spec. Alright guys, it is time to dive into my new comic book day spec picks for June 22nd of 2022. We're already almost talking about July, which is absolutely insane. But guys, let's go ahead and dive into my cover lover picks because there are 10 covers to talk about. Alright, let's dive right in. Alright guys, kicking off this list is Batman Superman World's Finest number 4, the cover E done by Dan Moore. Stick around to the end of this video to find out more about that cover. Next up is Miles Morales number 39, the Ivan Tao exclusive cover. Guys, there is a trade dress in version for this and it is gorgeous. Next up is the Amazing Spider-Man number 4, the Miguel Mercado variant. It is a really gorgeous cover. Next up is Something is Killing the Children number 24, the 1 in 25 incentive variant. Another gorgeous Something is Killing the Children cover. Next up is Catwoman number 44, the cover A, the cover B in the 1 in 25. Cover A is done by Jeff DeCall and it is gorgeous. That Jenny Frison cover B is also gorgeous, and that Sozo Maka cover might not look amazing right now in this image, but I'm pretty sure that is a work in progress, and the final image is going to be so gorgeous. Every single one of her covers for Catwoman have been really good, and she is just getting better and better with every single cover she does. But guys, look at that Jeff DeCall cover A and that Jenny Frison cover B. So many good Catwoman covers. Next up is Star Wars Crimson Reign number 5, the Raza Knights of Ren connecting variant cover. Guys, this book has been delayed over and over, but every time it shows up, I'm going to talk about it because I think this Raza cover is fire. Next up is Miles Morales in Moon Girl number 1, the Ivan Tao variant. This is another exclusive cover. There is a trade dress in Virgin, and I think this is a stunning cover. And next up is Miles Morales Moon Girl number 1, the Peach Momoko variant, which is also just crazy good. And the last and final book on this list is Red Room Trigger Warnings number 4, the Dalton 616 exclusive variant. There have been some Red Room covers that have done really well on the secondary market as of late, so guys, do not sleep on Red Room. There have been some really good covers coming out for that book. So guys, do not sleep on Red Room Trigger Warnings number 4, the exclusive 616 variant. Alright guys, with our cover lover picks out of the way, it is time to dive into my new comic book day spec picks. Now these are books that I'm picking based on speculation, not just a cover. And if you guys go to the Key Collector app, the Key Collector app has 19 books. That's right, 19 books that have speculation. From those 19 books, there are 2 books that I think you guys might want to consider for speculation. And the first one up is Batman Superman World's Finest number 4. Now this has the first appearance of a Batman Superman mashup character referred to as new by the artist Dan Moore. Now, if you guys go back to my cover lover pick for this, it features that character on the cover. So we're getting a first appearance of a new character in the guts, but this is also on the cover. And if you guys look at that artwork, it is gorgeous. But what we don't know if this is a hero or a villain. Most likely it's going to be a villain. Is this going to be a character that sticks around in the long term? Is it going to be a really cool character? Guys, we have to wait and get our hands on that book. But as speculators, guys, I suggest picking up multiple copies of this cover E done by Dan Mora if you can, because if this book does blow up and this character is important, you are going to want the cover with that character on the cover as well as in the guts. That is my suggestion to you guys for this book, but we do have one other book to talk about, and I'm talking about Catwoman number 44. This is the first full appearance of Red Claw in the mainstream DC universe. They did have a final page appearance in issue number 43, and this character also appeared in the DC animated series Gotham Adventures number 3. So is this a true first appearance? Maybe not, but it is a first appearance as per the Key Collector app, and just like the previous book, there are three amazing covers for this book. So this is kind of like a dual spec book. You get your amazing cover in either cover A, cover B, or that 1 in 25 Sozomaka, and you get a first appearance in the guts. I think the first book that we spoke about, the Batman Superman World's Finest number 4, is a better book to go with for speculation, but you can't sleep on Catwoman covers. You really can't. They do so well in the future. You might have to sit on that book for a few years' time, but guys, this Jeff DeCall is so good. That cover A is so good. I am a huge Jenny Ferguson fan, and I think that Jenny Ferguson cover B is so good, but also that Sozomaka, and I do think the image that they're showing right now is not the final cover art for this. I think there's going to be some refinement that we're going to see on the final cover. Alright guys, those are my 2 spec picks for this upcoming new comic day. I personally like that they're both dual spec with amazing covers, but also first appearances in the guts. But guys, you guys don't want to hear me ramble anymore. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the very end of the video. You guys are legends. Now, show me that you guys are true legends and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about my speculation for both Final Order Caught Up and New Comic Book Day spec. Also, if there is a book out there that you think is better spec than any of the ones that I spoke about in today's video, guys, that would be the best comments that you guys can leave for me and help me become a better speculator. But guys, you gotta tell me why you think it is good speculation. Now, this is the point in the video where I say, hey, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Also, if you would like to help support Stephanie and I make this channel bigger and better, become a channel member for just $4.99 a month, and at the end of every single month, one lucky channel member will win a $50 mystery box, and I always fill it with more than $50, and it's full of all kinds of comic book items, but mostly comic books. Alright guys, that is everything for today's video. I might have a video for you guys on Friday if I have enough time to put that together, and I really hope I do, because I got a really cool idea for this Friday video. But if I don't, I'll see you guys on Monday for my must-have pickups, and guys, the next 10 seconds are for my 10. That's right, we are at 10 channel members. That is so freaking cool. Thank you guys so much. The next 10 seconds are all for you guys, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.